My wife was supposed to be dead for 5 years, but I received disturbing messages from her cell phone number. 5 years ago, my world shattered. My wife, the love of my life, was taken from me in a tragic accident. I remember the day vividly, the phone call that changed everything, the grief that consumed me. For years, I tried to move on, to find solace in memories and the support of friends, but just when I thought I had begun to heal, something unimaginable happened. It started with a simple text message. Late one night, as I sat alone in our dimly lit living room, my phone buzzed. I glanced at the screen and froze. It was a message from her number.
I miss you.
My heart raced. How could this be? She had been gone for 5 long years. I dismissed it as a cruel prank, or perhaps a glitch in the system. But then another message arrived.
I'm still here.
Panic set in. I felt a chill run down my spine. Was someone playing with my emotions, or was it possible? I decided to respond, hoping for clarity. Who is this? I typed, my hands trembling. The reply came almost instantly.
It's me.
I couldn't shake off the feeling of dread mixed with hope. Could it really be her? Over the next few days, I received more messages, each one more unsettling than the last. They spoke of things only she would know. Our favorite places, inside jokes, even moments we shared that no one else could possibly remember. Desperate for answers, I began investigating. I reached out to friends and family who had attended her funeral. They confirmed she was indeed gone. Yet here I was, receiving messages from beyond the grave. One evening, as I sat staring at my phone in disbelief, another message arrived.
You need to find me.
My heart raced again, but this time with determination. What did it mean? Was there something left unresolved? I decided to dig deeper into her past. Old photos, letters, anything that might provide a clue. Then I stumbled upon an old journal hidden away in our attic. As I flipped through its pages, one entry caught my eye. If anything ever happens to me, the words sent shivers down my spine as they detailed a secret she had kept hidden from everyone, including me. With newfound resolve, I followed the clues laid out in her journal. They led me to an abandoned cabin deep in the woods, where we used to spend weekends together. As I approached the cabin, unease washed over me. Every instinct screamed for me to turn back, but curiosity pushed me forward. Inside, dust covered every surface and silence enveloped me like a shroud. Suddenly, my phone buzzed again. Another message.
You're close.
Just then, I heard footsteps behind me. My heart pounded as I turned around. Standing there was not my wife, but a stranger. A woman who looked eerily similar to her. Who are you? I gasped. She smiled sadly and replied,
I'm your wife's twin sister.
My mind reeled as she exclaimed how their parents had kept her existence a secret after their tragic separation at birth due to unforeseen circumstances. Your wife faked her death, she continued softly. She wanted to escape, but now she's trapped. Confusion turned into anger and heartbreak as she revealed that my wife had been sending those messages from hiding, desperate for help but unable to reveal herself fully due to fear of being found. Now faced with an impossible choice. Do I help bring her back or let go of this haunting memory? As tears streamed down my face, another message pinged on my phone.
Help me.
In that moment of despair and hope intertwined, everything hung in balance. Would I risk everything for love? Or would this be the end of an unfinished story? I stood there, torn between the past and the uncertain future. My phone buzzed once more. I hesitated before looking at the screen. My breath caught in my throat. The message read,
I'm in danger. They're coming for me.
Panic surged through me. Who was coming for her? What had she gotten herself? I turned to her sister, desperation in my voice. What do we do? How can we help her? She looked at me with a mix of fear and determination.
We need to find her. It's too late.
There are people who want to keep her hidden forever. With no time to waste, we gathered supplies and set out on a journey to uncover the truth behind her disappearance. We followed leads from the journal, piecing together fragments of her life that had been shrouded in secrecy. Days turned into weeks as we searched tirelessly, encountering obstacles and dangers along the way. Each clue brought us closer to finding her, but also deeper into a web of deception. Finally, We arrived at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town, a place that felt ominous yet familiar. As we entered, shadows danced across the walls, and I could feel an unsettling presence lurking within. Suddenly, we were ambushed by a group of menacing figures. They were part of the organization that had kept my wife hidden all these years. In the chaos that ensued, I fought fiercely alongside her sister. We managed to overpower them and push deeper into the warehouse until we found a locked door. With trembling hands, I forced the door open. Inside was a dimly lit room filled with old photographs and memories. And there she was, my wife, looking fragile yet determined.
You found me.
She whispered, tears streaming down her face. I rushed forward and embraced her tightly, feeling as if I had finally reclaimed a piece of my soul. But our reunion was short-lived. Alarms blared throughout the building. We had to escape quickly before reinforcements arrived. Together with her sister, we navigated through dark corridors and dodged threats until we burst out into the night air, free at last. As we stood outside under the stars, I realized that this was just the beginning of our new life together. My wife explained everything, how she had faked her death to escape those who wanted to control her life. We vowed never to let fear dictate our choices again, and so began our journey towards healing and rebuilding what was lost. But even as we walked away from that dark chapter, I couldn't shake off the feeling that shadows still lingered behind us. What other secrets lay ahead? Would they ever truly be safe?